Recently, I've discovered something strange. The daughter I painstakingly carried for 9 months looks exactly like my husband's late first love. This weekend was Eric's middle school reunion. Eric's family home is in another city, and since his parents passed away a few years ago, we hadn't gone back since our wedding. This reunion seemed like a good chance to visit his old home. Originally, he was supposed to go alone, but our 6-year-old daughter Lily insisted on going with her dad. Left with no choice, I drove there as well. Before the event started, I went to the restroom, leaving Eric to look after Lily. Some of his middle school friends came over to chat with him. From a distance, I overheard one of them say, "Is this your kid with Sophie? She looks just like her mom." Sophie, Eric's first girlfriend. Wow, Eric, you really managed to win over the goddess. Why didn't you invite us to the wedding? It was meant as a joke, but I saw Eric's expression change. He took a step forward and shielded Lily behind him. You're mistaken. Sophie passed away 8 years ago. Then, noticing me, Eric quickly led Lily over and linked his arm with mine. This is my wife, Charisse. I pretended not to hear the earlier conversation and smiled warmly at his friends. His friends awkwardly scratched their noses, afraid that I had overheard. They quickly changed the subject. As the night went on, the chatter and drinks flowed, but my mind kept replaying that one comment from his friend. That's when I realized my daughter Lily doesn't really look like me. Lily's lips and eyebrows resemble Eric's as if they were cut from the same mold. But while both Eric and I have almond-shaped eyes, our daughter has big round eyes, and her face shape, Eric and I both have long oval faces, but Lily's face is round and square. I had always assumed she hadn't grown into her features yet, that she just had a baby's chubby round face. But after what his friend said, I vaguely recalled the photo of Sophie that Eric kept in his wallet. Round face, big eyes. So Lily looks more like Eric and Sophie than me. Not like me at all. That realization sent chills down my spine. But just as quickly, I laughed at myself for overthinking. After all, Sophie had been dead for 8 years, and Lily was only 6. How could the daughter I carried for 9 months not be mine? Eric never hid anything about Sophie from me. When we met, Sophie had already passed away. He couldn't forget her, but under pressure from his family to marry, he reluctantly agreed to go on a blind date. At that first meeting, he told me their tragic love story, and I even teared up listening to it. I was focused on my career and wasn't bothered by the fact that he still had feelings for Sophie. I just wanted to find a good man, and we clicked. Less than a year after we got married, we had our daughter, Lily. Our marriage has been pretty sweet, and we've hardly argued about anything, except for one thing. Our daughter's nickname, Lily. So, the fact that Lily doesn't look like me, I chalked it up to a passing thought, and by the end of the reunion, I had forgotten all about it. But what happened next made me realize that maybe, just maybe, Lily really wasn't my daughter. Lily just turned 6, and after summer break, she'll be starting 1st grade. We'd already enrolled her at Central Elementary School, which is conveniently close to home. According to the school's rules, all incoming students must have a health check before starting the year. Eric was busy with work, so I didn't mention it to him. I took Lily to New York General Hospital on my own. Lily was unusually quiet on the drive there, pouting and refusing to talk. "What's wrong, Lily? Something bothering you? Can you tell Mommy?" She raised her chubby little face. "Mommy Daddy won't let me cut my hair, but I think short hair is cool. Long hair is uncomfortable. I've had long hair my whole life, and I want a new look for the new school year." I had been so caught up in work that Eric had always taken care of Lily. Since she never brought it up, I hadn't noticed that she had always had long hair, even when it was hard to manage as a baby. Eric insisted she keep it. Now that she was older, it made sense that she'd want her own style. I didn't want her to be upset over something small.